Good morning. We are live for the 2025 Canadian Women's Championships, Calgary, Alberta. We are live out of the hidden spot. We have match number one coming your way. Melanie Arcand, Brandy Johnson leading us off, about to do some battle. Try and get everything set up here for you. Bear with me a minute or two. All right, we are set. Brandy at the table. Good opportunity for a separating safety. Might leak just a little bit. Mel might just have the outside edge to connect with that one ball. Let's see if this view will give us a better look. So she definitely has the outside edge of the one ball. Might want to tuck the cue ball, just kind of graze the one, send it back across the table, put the cue ball up by where the four ball is. Or you just bank it to the heart of the pocket. That is definitely a way to start off in the morning, boost that confidence, get the elbow worked out. Interesting shot here. She's got a couple of options. She can kind of skin that two ball, send it into the seven, just hit and stick and send the cue ball around the table. Decides just to rearrange the furniture. And we've got lots of sponsors to try to get through. So during breaks and everything else, we are going to obviously give some appreciation to them. So maybe over and back here, pot the two, cue ball over and back, great shot. And if you tuned in last year, we were live in Montreal. And I'll tell you, did the ladies ever perform? And I really don't see why we won't experience the exact same thing. So we will be live every day, I believe starting at 9 a.m., going until the wee hours of late evening, straight through from now until end of day Sunday. Little misstep there from Mel. But again, early mornings, just getting that elbow grease worked out. Brandy with a long pot. And again, these are on the diamond tables, so there is not a lot of forgiveness. And Melanie at the table from Alexander, Alberta, her home bar. She plays out of Sharks Billiards. She plays with a Predator Q, a BK Rush. Been in the game for about 20 years. And her opponent, Brandy Johnson, plays out of Airdrie at Mojo Billiards. Also playing with Predator, Battle of the Predators. She plays with a Predator Plain Q, a BK Rush, and a Predator Air. playing 30 years. She wants to give a shout out to Mojo Billiards, also in Airdrie. She is a VNEA Gold International 8-ball champion, also a WCVNEA 8-ball champion, and also sponsored by Mojo. And of course, if you are just tuning in, do me a favor, smash that share button. I know everybody's at work today, but what better time to spend at work when watching Q Sports Live? Why not? A little bit of a stretch here from Mel onto the 3. Just has a little bit of angle, so we'll see if she plays this forward and takes the 4 to the top or draws back for the 4 ball into that top left-hand corner. Drew it back well, going to have to utilize that rest again. And 4 to the 5, this is the trick. The angle going into 4 off those 2 rails. Can't really overdo that. Just to leave yourself enough angle on the 5, but the first part of the equation has to happen first. Got to make the 4. Brandy now at the table with a chance here. See if she goes forward with this and tries to come back up table. Connects with the 10 ball. From downtown. Always tough. Always tough bank shots. Those are one of my nemesis shots. And a tester here for Mel. Not a lot to do with the cue ball. Really just make the 5. Ideally, you want to check that side rail back out to mid-table for the 6 ball. And she's going to get away with it. Puts Brandy in jail. Hopefully everybody's doing well this morning. I will do my level best to keep you as entertained as what I possibly can. I'll try to get you a bunch of information on the players. And of course, lots of sponsors for this event. Got to give a shout out to Joanne Ashton and the Hidden Spot. They are the host. And Joanne's put in just a ton of effort gathering sponsors and putting on just what will be a fantastic event. And I know we put out, let me know how my volume is here as well, if I need to turn it up. But we put out a post yesterday on Q Sports Live. For those that are tuned in, give me your prediction. Are we going to have a Triple Crown winner? For those unsure of the format, we start off today with 10 ball. That will last all day today and ending off tomorrow evening. That is then followed up by 9 ball. And then that will go for 2 days. And then we finish things off with 8 ball. So there is potential for a Triple Crown. Fargo does not play into this event. That was something I was going to do, but I put together all the player profiles, but Fargo was not a consideration. Turn it up. I can do that. Hopefully that's a little bit better for you. I've tried to turn down all my my decibel readings because as this event kind of kicks off, the music here will be blasting. So I've tried to turn down all my decibels. That way, hopefully it doesn't pick up any of the music in the background, but we'll see how that works. Nice shot from Mel. Mel looking good here to take and draw first blood. So it is a race to 6 on the A side, race to 5 on the B side. Mel looking good. And as mentioned, tons of sponsors to try to get through. So I've done a sponsor highlight for each one of them. Armor Valve, go check them out at www.armorvalve.com. We have the Billiard Sports Network. They are all on YouTube. And of course, we'll end it here with the CBSA. They are the sanctioning body for this event for the ladies. Randy up with the break. Caught that a little thin on the one ball. However, she does make a ball. Remove the rack. And more than likely a push out here. Yeah, muddy up the waters a little bit for that one ball if you're going to push out. I was trying to find where the best spot would be. Typically, you'd see them push that cue ball to the end rail. Get as close to the end rail as what you can, limiting your opponent's ability to come in and make any kind of decent shot when you're playing off the rail. So Mel staring down from downtown here. Let's take a look at our other angle. Does have that 1-5. Decides to try to play safe there. Not a bad option. Kind of almost gives exactly the same shot back to Brandy from downtown. Kind of off the rail, makes it a little bit more difficult. The cluster over on that right side of the table, 2, 3, 4, and 8, all kind of clustered up over there. That nudge on that 3 ball may have taken away the pocket for the 2. I believe she does see full on the 1. I think the thought process is what to do with the 2. More than likely going to end up playing safe. Plays out to the good spot on the table. Lots of options from that spot. Might have gone a little bit too far to the right. I would have liked to have stayed on the left side of center on the 2 ball. Nice attempt. I believe she did call the 3. Makes the 2 ball quite handily. I would tend to think you're going to see a 3-6 combo here. Just got to watch where your cue ball is going to go. Don't want to get stuck Up behind the traffic in the top left hand. Just missing with that combination. This opens up the door for Mel. Pot the 3 ball, natural breakout to get to the 4. Yeah, a little bit of a tougher shot here. Might have to just graze that 4 ball, put it to the rail. Use the 8 ball as protection. Just like so. Didn't quite get 100% coverage. Mel will have just the outside edge of the 4 ball. There is potential for the 6 ball here if she can see enough of the 4. Now, we'll see whether she's adventurous like that. Chip off the 4, send the cue ball 2 rails around for the 6 ball. Playing the smart shot. Mine was ultra aggressive. Good morning. Appreciate everybody tuning in as always. If you are just joining in, it is the 2025 Canadian Women Championships. We started with 10 ball, so we'll have 10 ball all day today, all day tomorrow, wrapping up at the end of the day. That'll then be followed up by 9 ball for 2 days and then 8 ball for 2 days. So we are live each and every day from about 9 in the morning until the wee hours of late evening. Wrapping up everything on Sunday. So there is a chance for a Triple Crown winner winning all 3 disciplines. I appreciate that, and I'm assuming it's Andrew. Yeah, for sure. I did not, unfortunately, have time to stop for my Tim's this morning. However, Alexis hooked us up here with some coffee, so all is good in my world. So touchy shot if she's going to play safe. Chip off the left side of that 5 ball. Use the 10 ball, but very touchy shot. Goes the other way with it. And the only issue with going the other way is it does have the availability to go rail first to make that 5 ball, which I believe Brandy does have. Has to bring out the extension onto the cue. Should play fairly natural, provided making the 5 ball, but would have played really natural to get to the 6. So it worked out well for Melanie. Mine's not quite awake yet. Still back on my pillow. And a really tricky 8-ball here. Just like to come onto the bottom side here. Come to the bottom of the table. if she can. It's going to involve coming kind of around the table, really. A couple of ways you can do it. The big issue is it does bring in potential scratches in both the left-hand side pocket and the bottom left-hand corner. Oh, nice shot. Very well done. Well played. And over and back. Don't know that she's got quite enough to hold. A little bit of a stretch there. Natural cut to get to 9, just pocket weight enough to make the 8. Yeah, nice. Very well done. Brandy looking good. Very well done. And just like that. So again, in between racks, we have a ton of sponsors that I want to kind of give shout outs to. So we're doing sponsor highlights. CCS, Canadian Q Sports League. One of the sponsors, also Clash Steel New Tables. Joanne's got a lot of positive things to say about Clash Steel. We'll get her on. She can talk more about that. And of course, Corner Bank, the pool hall out of Toronto. Crystal Glass. And if you guys can, do me a favor. Beneath each one of the sponsors is a way to contact them. Just give them a little bit of love if you can help us out anytime that we can show some appreciation to the sponsors. That definitely helps the cause. And good morning, Lee. Sorry, I missed your comment there. And Mel with a monster break. Don't know if she made anything, though. Doesn't appear that way. That'll bring Brandy to the table. Does have a shot on the one ball, or can see it. I don't know that there's a pocket available. I'm just about in line with that 1-2 to give you a reference as to where I'm sitting. Playing safe, maybe just a hit and sticks and the one ball around a couple of rails. Gets the full snooker. Oh, nice hit. Needs a rail, getting that with the cue ball. Very well done. So Keith says, Crystal Glass does amazing work. We use them almost daily at the shop. He's an automotive heavy-duty repair shop that he is a part of. Yeah, make sure you give them a little bit of love. Go onto their website, give them some thanks, some appreciation. That goes a long, long way. Helps keep bringing those sponsors back in for events if they know that they are getting noticed. So ball in hand for Mel here. Looking at the early snipe. 110 combo into the side pocket. Just caught the 9 ball. A little bit thin, but I love it. Perfect. We'll let them know that that you saw them on Q Sports Live for the ladies championships here. I'm sure they'll appreciate knowing that they are getting seen. So a little bit of outside here on that shot from Brandy. Dell, I keep saying Dell, it's not, it's Mel. Mel with a shot from downtown here. Getting to the 2 ball is definitely tricky. Opportunity for Brandy. 1 into that side pocket. Natural shape to get to the 2. 2 to the 3 is not terrible. 3 to the 4 is also there. Could go on a little bit of a run here. That 6 might complicate things a little bit, but can use that. She takes the 2 into the pocket, brush the 6, come up 2 rails for the 3 into the side. Tries to draw it instead. Can I pin the bracket, chat? I will find a way to do that at some point. I'm watching the comments on. You know what? Maybe I can watch comments on. Let me try and figure out a few things here. Oh, nice shot. Nice shot. Does she get the reward? Indeed. Slow up a touch. Oh, she's perfect. She's perfect. Wants to stay a little on the high side with that cut on the 7 ball so she can just kind of draw and stick to this bottom rail as you look at the table. Doesn't want to get too flat here on the 7. She did get a little bit flat. Makes getting shape to the 8 a little more difficult. And I can't tell if she's kind of straight on that 7 ball. Yeah, just a little bit. But a nice run from Brandy. Thank you, Steph. There we go. Digital pool is where you'll find the brackets. So I believe the only bracket live right now is the 10 ball. They have not done the 9 ball and 8 ball as of yet. well done from Brandy. Needs the reward though. Only spot on the table she didn't want to be. A little bit thin. Watch the side pocket here. Very nice. Really well done. Really well done. Definitely a challenge here for Mel. Trying to use that 9-10. Really difficult shot. Really, really good attempt though. And again, nothing easy here. Making this 8-ball and trying to shape the 9. We'll see whether she's got enough room. Does she have it? Got to watch the draw off of this 9-ball. Doesn't want to draw, skin the 10 and find that side pocket. Kind of, sort of like that. So a couple of different options, right? Can play kind of the weighted safety, separating. Just send the 9-ball back down to this bottom rail. Leave the cue ball up top. Or you can go for the gusto. And I believe she did go for the gusto. Look at that. Unintentional play off the 10, but did call the pocket. That is what's important. How it gets there is irrelevant. Sometimes when you are the aggressor, the rewards come. Yeah, nicely done. What a way to finish. Melanie now with a 2-0 lead. More sponsors coming your way, guys. Elaine Reaper and Mara Cormier, Remax Preferred Choice out of Edmonton, Alberta. And of course, the hidden spot, the hostess with the mostest. We have Jam Up Apparel, also a sponsor of the event. Miss Joanne Ashton, one of the sponsors as well, even though she is running it. And then we have Mick Landwares, has actually a fairly decent sized drywall company. So for any of your smaller drywall jobs, make sure you give them a call. Back to the break. Randy with the break. Better connection on that break. And so again, not terrible. 1 to the 2 weighted shot. That's what makes it difficult. Yeah, tried to use a little bit of a drag shot there, which increases the level of difficulty. Randy will step to the table, kind of on the off angle here for the 1 down to the bottom left-hand corner. We'll see whether she can play this into the 3 if the 2 passes the 9-ball into the side. 3 is exceptionally difficult. There might be a play for her to play the 2 into that left-hand side pocket, go up table 2 rails, and come back down underneath, almost where she's at now. A touch farther would be fantastic for the 3 into that left side pocket. Opts for the safety instead. And very well done. It does leave Mel the 2 rail kick here. Off that left side rail, top rail in behind, and connect it with the 2 ball. Looks like she's just going 1, putting some spin. She'd have to really load that up. Very nicely done. Yeah, really, really difficult here. Let's see what that side view looks like. Even the kick is really difficult from there. 5 ball taking away a lot of that 2 ball, or the path to it. Calling the ref for this one. Good hit. Very well done. And I think she got the snooker too. I'm fairly sure. With my old eyes, oh yeah, fully snookered. Why so quiet? Am I still quiet, guys? I'm only sitting, I want to say 8 feet from the table. So the last thing I want to do is have these ladies hear my voice. I'll see if I can move this maybe a little bit closer. Let me know if that's any better. If you need me to turn the volume up, I certainly can. I don't have much left on the volume, but I can do it. I've turned down all my decibel readings because as the day progresses, the music in here is going to be bumping pretty loud. So I was trying to mitigate that from the beginning. Yeah, nice try from Mel there. Will earn Brandy her ball in hand for a really well hit 2 ball. However, 3 still nothing easy about it. The whole layout kind of muddled up a little bit. But let me know. If you need my volume up, I can certainly turn it up. So we may see another safety here from Brandy. And once again, Brandy playing out of Airdrie, Alberta. For those unsure where Airdrie is, it's maybe 15 minutes north of Calgary. She plays out of Mojo Billiards. Plays with Predator across the board for playing, breaking, and jumping. Been in the game for 30 years. Sponsored by Mojo Billiards. She is a VNEA Gold International 8-ball champion and a WCVNEA 8-ball champion as well. And Melanie, who just stepped to the table, another Albertan. She lives in Alexander. Her home bar is Sharks. Also plays with Predator. She's no stranger to the game herself. 20 years worth of experience. Still can't hear me. Holy cow. All right, let's try that. You guys let me know if that's any better. For those that just had me blasted, you probably got a really good dose of volume. Oh, you're welcome, Regis. Appreciate you tuning in, as well as everybody else. And of course, it is during work hours, so I appreciate anybody and everybody who joins in. Just let them know at work that Q Sports Live is on, so that takes priority and precedence. So hopefully, with the decibel reading turned down, you don't get a lot of the noise in the background. But I'm sure you guys can let me know, help me out that way. So an attempted safety there from Brandy did leak out. It does leave Mel just the outside edge of the 4. Really no calculated safety at this point. Sounds a lot better. Perfect. Given the circumstances, I think that's about really all she could ask for on that shot. Well executed, well done, and a good result. And really for Brandy here, a couple of options. She can play the safety, just bring the cue ball back down and around underneath the 7 ball. She could get aggressive if she wants to, try to bank it back, but I don't see that. Just plays a separating safety, playing the smart game. Sometimes difficult to do early in the morning. Very nice. Very similar to the bank shot she had in game 1. So I love the fact that she did try to follow that up. Her first attempt, she put it into the heart of the pocket. So and Mel once again, kind of wide open spaces from here. Everything leads to each other. Got a little on the funny side here of the 5 ball. Brain doesn't always want to work early. That is double true for this guy. My brain does not like early morning pool. Nor does my arm. It takes me a long time to get warmed up. This is going to leak. That's going to give Mel wide open spaces. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everything leads to each other. So it is the 7 ball sitting down there on the bottom of the table. Nothing to do. Make the 6 follow through a touch. 7 ball will go to the bottom right-hand corner. Puts her onto the 8. 8 to the 9. There is nothing standing in her way here. She can open up the lead. And so I'm just curious, with turning down the decibels. Can you guys hear a lot of the music in the background, people talking, that kind of thing? I'm hoping I eliminated some of that. Just a little outside, but does kind of get away with it a little bit. I don't know that the 7 passes the 9 for the top right-hand corner. Definitely doesn't go to the top left. She just pointed there, so it must pass. Very faint. Oh, good. Good to know. That's, I was here actually on Sunday and got everything, cameras up and everything kind of put together, and then it was just minor tweaking. So I've been kind of playing around with a few things. But found a new setting on the camera, so it's in, both cameras are now in what is called stream mode. Well, I'm fairly certain that y'all heard that. That scared the life out of me. Those girls are about 4 feet behind me. And to be fair, I couldn't tell you really what they were screaming for. Yeah, you could definitely hear that one. So we'll see whether Brandy here goes for the kick combo. Calls the 10 or just the safety. Just the safety. Is she going to get away? 10 ball sticking its nose in the game. The kick and stick, perhaps, off the end rail. Kick into the 8. Stick it. Brandy with a golden opportunity to square this match up, but it is from distance. And has to be aware and cognizant of that bottom right-hand corner, as I'm sure she's going to put some follow on that. Hits it perfect. A little bit of a wobble from the 8 ball, but nonetheless found its way in. And 9 to the 10. Might have to put more of a stroke on this than what you would think, and she hits it perfect. I'll tell you what, Brandy, no stranger to the game. We are a tie ball game. And I gotta tell you, I haven't even gotten through every sponsor that we have yet. So perfect rack. And once again, guys, seek them out if you can help us out. That would be great. We have Patrina's Billiards, Rail Yard Brewing, Tough Love Fitness, and I'll get some talking tracks on all of these sponsors kind of throughout the week and give you a little bit more information as to who and what they are. YYC Bucket List, and of course Special thanks goes out to Dennis Heshka, Greg Sunley, Art Rodmore, Jeff Cuts, and then Quality Trophies. So that is the full list. Let me give you one big glance so you can tell with the number of sponsors that are sponsoring and wanting to get involved in this event. You got to give a shout out to Joanne Ashton, putting in a ton of effort to host the 2025 Canadian Women's Championships. And so I asked a couple of times, I'm going to ask again, with 3 events scheduled for this week, does anybody out there have a prediction? Are we going to have a Triple Crown winner? Or is it going to be a different player winning each event? What do you think? The Triple Crown's rare, but it has happened. I believe it was Brittany Bryant pulling off the first Triple Crown winner. May have also been Naomi Campbell, or sorry, Naomi Wilson. Nope, Williams. One of these days my brain will wake up early in the morning and I'll be able to remember. But Naomi Williams also in the mix for the Triple Crown. I was going to say, that's a heck of a shot if she called that. Does not appear so. So Brandy going to step to the table. She's got a fairly decent look at the 2 ball. 2 to the 3 is not terrible. 3 to the 4. Got to watch your position on that shot. A little bit more difficult to get to the 4 here. She does like to draw the ball, so I would anticipate that was what was going to happen. And Mel coming to the table, really not an offensive path for the 3 ball, but certainly opens up the potential of a fairly good safety here. Connects with the 5 ball. Don't think she called that one either. Mel making everything on the table. Just not calling it. So again, Brandy coming to the table. Now everything wide open. But again, those ones from distance, especially kind of early on in the day and early on in the tournament, arms not quite greased up yet, perhaps still a little bit of jitters and nerves. But that is the result of diamond 9-foot tables. All the cloth is brand new set of balls for each table here as well. There is a total of 8 9-foot diamonds that these ladies are going to be playing on, hence why we're going to be live for many, 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 many hours. And I believe she is on the wrong side here. I was looking at the 4 ball going, hey, she's got a great shot at it. However, 3 comes before the 4, so it's just to the left side of the 10 ball. That is the 3. Pretty difficult path. I think that's the only one, is to go off that top rail like she's looking. Try and connect with the 3 ball, potentially into that bottom left-hand corner. She does call it. Does get the second place prize, but a nice hit nonetheless. Mel getting to now step to the table again. That cue ball just kind of on the awkward side, makes bridging a little bit tough. Bridging off the rail is a long bridge, but certainly has the skill to make it. To the heart even. And can't quite tell whether she's on that 4. Did the 6 come out and get in the game enough to take the 4 away? And even at that, getting back for the 6 can also be very difficult. Makes the 4, might have to back bank the 6 ball here. See if I can give you the side view on that. Could play safe here as well. A couple of different options. Does attempt the cross or the bank. Wow. The back bank. Didn't miss by much, that's for sure. But it does leave Brandy really, really long on that 6 ball, and making it back for the 7 off the bottom rail here can be tough. Yeah, look out. Look out. Finds the drink. Mel with a golden opportunity here. Eight to that left-hand side pocket after this 7 ball. Just wants to be on the right side. Even on the rail is okay. You just want to kind of follow through half the distance between the 8 ball and that side pocket would be ideal. And good morning, Casey. Hopefully all is well with you. Appreciate you jumping on with us. Yeah, not a lot to do here for Mel. Just pocket the 8 ball into that left side pocket. And just a nice little touch follow through. She'll have the 9 to the top right. She can draw straight off of that for the 10 to the bottom right. Yeah, well done. Might be a little bit on the wrong angle. Let's see. See what the camera shows us. Yeah, just a touch. Forces it over. Very nice shot. Sometimes difficult to accomplish. Good to hear, my friend. I appreciate you jumping on. I know most people are at work. Yeah, well done. Nicely controlled. Melanie reaches the halfway point first, and it's kind of been a slugfest. Back and forth, back and forth. We'll see as these players get warmed up if somebody can extend the lead. And once again, with all the sponsors that we've got, and I know that throughout the week I'm going to go through a lot of those all the time, and it might get a tad interruptive. but I hope you understand. Got to do it, got to share them, and hopefully you guys will go search them out, give them some love. That always helps in bringing them back in for another event. Looks like a push for Mel here. Nothing made on the break, so a nice push shot here. Looks like she's going to push into around the 6 ball. Still can be a little bit tricky here for Brandy as well. Should probably chip off the top side of the 1 off the rail and just kind of utilize the 3 ball and swing that cue ball a couple of rails into where that 6 ball is. Just don't want to catch it thick. Thanks, Casey. Much appreciated, my good man. Enjoy your day. We'll see you back on here whenever you have time. Cue ball finds its way into a pocket. That will bring Mel to the table here. Ball in hand. Again, 2 ball tricky. These tables haven't really given up a whole lot on the break here yet. As the week goes on, I would suspect that they'll start to open up a little bit. Look at this. Love the aggressive side. It's my favorite side of the game. Kind of really like to see that Mel is kind of digging in, trying to get that aggressive nature going. And to me, once you start kind of going down there and you start potting some of that, the confidence level starts to go up, and all of a sudden you're just running racks. And a nice shot there. Brandy with the shot on the 2. Just a nice little feather touch. That will open up, I believe. Fairly certain Mel can see that 2 ball past the 3 into that left side pocket. Indeed, look out, 6 ball. Or hurry up and go, get to the rail. Does she have? She does not. Thought she might get behind the 6 enough where she could see it. Can't really blame her there. More just the hit is what she's looking for. Just don't give up ball in hand. Oh, very nice attempt. Not sure if the 10 quite got there. It might leave Mel the shot on the 3. Can't quite tell. She's kind of bending down, having a look. So it is tight. She might be able to see enough for the hit. Maybe not enough for the make. She could not. I was wrong, but a nice hit. 2 rails, nice little skin on the 3. Randy now having to come to the table with her own kick at the 3 ball, and the bottom of the table not looking so fun. 10 ball 8 ball, 5 ball, all in a cluster. Gonna take some effort to try to rearrange the furniture down there. Nice kick shot by Mel earlier earns her a ball in hand on the 3, but it is 3, 4, and 5. 3 to the 4, really not so difficult. It's the 4 to the 5 that's the challenge. Leaving herself long on this 4 ball. There might be, and I say might because I can't quite tell whether there's enough of the 8. There might be the play of playing the 5 off the 8 into that pocket. It is a little bit more distance than what you'd like to see. Wow. With authority. There might also be a 3-rail safety here. If she can play into that 5 and just kind of stun follow, leave the cue ball behind that 8-10 and send the 5 ball 3 rails and out. That option is, I believe, available. Depends whether she can get clean by the 8 ball. And if you can't get clean by the 8 ball, that's where you might be able to play the 5 off the 8 into that bottom right-hand corner. So she might be just on that 50-yard line of where things kind of get difficult to either try to play the shot or the safety. So if the cue ball would have stayed either, a touch higher, maybe come down a little bit lower, seems to be kind of on that 50-yard line. Oh, indeed. Mojo Billiards. Again, based out of Airdrie, Alberta. That is Brandy's home hall sponsor, you name it. Yeah, and I can't tell whether she was trying to play the 5 off the 8 into that corner or just straight up trying to kind of do what I suggested, but caught the 9 ball, or sorry, the 8 ball on the way through. Nonetheless, though, difficult shot here for Brandy. Even going off of the rail, if she goes below the 9, she's going to have to put a lot of left-hand spin on that cue ball. And I believe that 7 is eclipsed the 5 ball. I don't know that she can really see any of it. Looks like she's got to go behind the 9. Behind the 9 off that right side rail just before the side pocket. A touch of left-hand spin. See if you can make some contact with the 5 ball. So I'm going to grab some pictures of the hidden spot for all of those that have never been here. Not sure what the room looks like. The camera that I wanted to use, our PTZ, does not seem to be working. Where I could have given you, at least a tour of some of the hidden spot. But I do have the ability to snap some pictures, and I can give you a tour around that way. I'll have that done at some point today for you. Now looking good here. Nice little touch draw on the 6 ball. Come back up over top of the 8 for the 7 into the top right-hand corner. goodness. If she's there, it's not by a lot. I would have liked to have had that come over another foot or so. However, still there. A little more of a difficult cut, but it's there. Oh yeah, there's definitely lots of pinball. They've got some basketball nets and all kinds of things here at the hidden spot. Come on down if you're in the area. If you visit Calgary, make sure you put it on the bucket list. Really, really difficult shot here for Brandy. This is one of those rail first, lots of right hand spin, load it up and try to shave the 8 into that top right hand corner. So Mel looking at a potential bank shot here on the 8 ball down to that bottom left hand corner. It is it's an important shot because if she misses, she could sell it out, but if she hits it, that leaves her really, really good sitting on that 9 ball. Played the make and I love it. I love that aggressive kick the door down. I'm coming to eat the lunch of everybody in the room. I love it. Oh, nice shot there by Brandy with a really good answer. Same type of shot here on the 9 ball, pot the 9 into the bottom right, just to the right hand side of the 10 ball, back and forth, 10 into the same pocket. Oh, caught her a touch thin. A touch thin. That gives Mel golden opportunity to extend the lead. Stuck it right there. Didn't want to get too fancy with it, and I like that. On that off angle, I might have gone forward. Try to go 2 rails off the side rail, top rail, and kind of give myself a little bit of a straighter angle on the 10. She opted for not doing anything too crazy with it. However, with that off angle does bring in a level of difficulty in that back cut. So instead of it being now a 2-game lead for Melanie, it's going to be a tie ball game. Tie ball game indeed. A couple of our own sponsors here with Q Sports Live. Lackno Billiards, based out of Lethbridge, Alberta. They are a diamond dealer, so anywhere in Alberta that you're looking for anything diamond, make sure you get a hold of them, Lackno Billiards. And of course, the one and only Nick's Q Innovations, local here to Calgary, for all your equipment repair needs. Also has his own brand of shafts. Own jumping cue that is an amazing piece of equipment. You can search him out as well or give him a call. And you don't have to be local to use Nick either. If you want to ship him your cue, he'll get the repairs done and ship her on back for you. And once again, if you're just joining in, wondering why we're live during the day in the week, it is the 2025 Canadian Women's Championships. It is hosted here at the Hidden Spot in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. 3 events for you this week, so we'll be live every day from today till end of day Sunday. We're kicking the event off with 10 ball, so that'll last 2 days, so that'll end tomorrow evening. We then move into 9 ball, finishing off with 8 ball on Saturday and Sunday. So lots of players, I believe 51. Let me just double check. 51 players for 10 ball. I believe there's 58 for 9 ball and 60 for 8 ball. So open shot here for Brandy on the 1 ball. 2 ball, again, really, really difficult to get to. So at this point, you got to ask, is there any sense in even making the 1 ball? Chip off the right side, send the cue ball back around and duck for cover. Very well done. Nicely executed. Cue ball almost deadlocked to that bottom rail. That's what you want to see. I do believe it does have the 1 rail hit option here for Mel. However, again, getting back down for that 2 ball, really, really difficult. So again, do you do the same thing? Instead of trying to go off the side rail and make the 1 to the top right, go off that side rail and just try to kick that 1 ball back down here to the bottom of the table. But I should have known better. Mel with that aggressive nature, and I love it. Goes for the make. Randy looking for another duck and cover. That's going to be well available there for Mel. But again, same issue with that 1 ball staying at the top of the table, and the cluster being what it is makes it really difficult to get to the 2 ball. So I'd almost want to see look out. Yeah, I almost wanted to see the one of those players put the 1 ball in play at the bottom end of the table. And you want to talk difficult hit. Off that right side rail is available, but you get maybe a quarter of the 2 ball to hit. Coming underneath the 7, I think there's too much angle there. You might be able to bend it, put some left-hand spin on it. But I think it's going to go well wide. Yeah, well wide. Wide of the mark. That will earn Brandy ball in hand. And they are playing the 3 foul rule, so that is also a potential option here. Given the cluster of what this table is, that could very well be an option. Nicely done. Would have liked to have seen that cue ball snug right up behind that 10 ball. That makes going off any side rail takes away that option. So with it not being frozen on the or behind the 10 ball, does leave the option of the side rail. Now she might have to do the Efren Reyes kick shot here, the Z kick, because I don't think she can see enough behind or of that right-hand side rail to even get to the 2-ball on that. But this is definitely the Efren Reyes Z kick shot. So just about halfway between the pocket and this first diamond below it, about halfway there. Just like that. What a shot. What a shot. That's 30 years of playing experience right there. Well done, well executed. Avoids the ball in hand. Brandy with a nice answer though. It was a good hit, but it did leave it open. And Brandy does have the ability to take full advantage. And she is going to get away with one here. Can't quite tell. Let's see if our other angle gives us any better idea of how much she's got here. Yeah, it's close. The one rail hit is close. I'd have to put a little bit of left-hand spin, indeed. Well struck, somewhat contained. That leaves Brandy just with the bank shot, but again, position onto the 4. Nothing easy happening there. Caught that 3 just a touch thick. Oh, nice shot. Nice shot there from Mel. Leaves herself a little bit long. I believe that will tuck past the 5-ball down to that bottom left-hand corner. Not a lot to do. A hit and a stick will work. Could punch this in and off the rail as well. Could go right off the 5-ball. That works. Gets a little fortunate there, but deserving. And trying to hold this for the 6 to the side, I don't think that is really possible. Might be. It's hard to tell from the angle here. Based on what I'm looking at, makes it really difficult to try to hold for the 6 into the side. So I think I'm going to overhit that a little bit, play for the 6 to the bottom left. Wow, that 5-ball hung up, caught the corner, or caught the tip on the way through. And that 5-ball kind of sitting deep into that pocket. Yeah, she hits that perfect. I'll tell you what, Brandy showing some signs of her arm getting really warmed up here in the morning. Looking good, that is for sure. But again, might be just a touch straight here. Getting back to the 7-ball, which is by that bottom right-hand corner.
No coffee, no working, right?
Yeah, and I think that was a result of that being just really straight on the 6. It made it really difficult to get back for that 7-ball. But I do believe she also got away with one here. I think Mel's locked to the backside of that 9-ball. just that side pocket making it a little difficult as well, because you need to put some right-hand spin on the cue ball, but with where the 9 ball is, makes it just super difficult. But again, such a great hit. Doesn't get the reward, but really, really good hit. Avoids a ball in hand. I guess that's the right way of looking at it, right? Didn't give up ball in hand. It's going to make Brandy work for it. Fairly decent layout. 8 ball's probably the tough one. 6 to the 7's no issue. 8 ball could get a little difficult. Got to make the first shot first, though, Brandy. The first part of the equation. And I believe that is as a result of playing first thing in the morning. Morning matches has never been the strong point. Not for me. Now getting a little locked up underneath that 7 ball. But should provide a fairly easily executable safety. Yeah, might leak out a touch here. No, she's okay. Does leave a 1 rail kick here for Brandy off the top. Top rail, a little bit of left-hand spin in behind, kicking the 7 ball. And of course, appreciate everybody tuning in. First match of your 2025 Canadian Women's Champions here at the Leather Pocket. Oh, she could see the whole thing. No kick required. Wiggled its way in, but not sure she's going to get the reward for that shot. 9 ball sticking its nose in the game. She can snipe that into the right side. What a shot that would be. That's going to be a foul, I believe. No rail after contact. Really good opportunity here for Brandy. If she can manage this, the 8, the 9, and the 10. She might be a little bit straight here. This will be her first lead of the match, if she can manage it. Not straight at all. Wants to be a little more off that rail. Wow, very well done. Randy taking over, taking the first lead of the match for her. And hopefully everybody is doing well this fine Tuesday morning. Local time here in Calgary is 10:52 a.m. Got started just after 9 o'clock this morning. We'll be live all day long. For myself, I will be here every single day. Tomorrow night is the exception. My son is playing his first football game tomorrow, so that is where I'll be tomorrow night. But following that, I should be here just about every day, so you'll get a good dose of me this week. There's the break that Brandy's been looking for. Connected really well. Got a little unfortunate that she didn't make a ball, and I believe Mel does have the window to get to the 1 ball. No easy position to the 2. She does have the window. Can't quite tell if she got enough of a window to make the 2. She's definitely down, giving it the one-eyed wink. That lets you know how tight that is. Yeah, nice shot. Couldn't see it all. Nice little chip containing safety. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, he is nervous and excited all at the same time, as I am for him. He just started grade 10, tried out for the football team, and being the size and the build he is, they did pick him to play. So I'm excited for him, and as a dad, that's really not a game I want to miss. So I apologize that I can't be here for you guys, but as my son's first game, it's just not something I can miss. It'll be a proud dad day. So a little hampered here on the 6 ball, 1 rail kick to the 3. To the heart of the pocket. What a shot, Mel. Four ball, though, really difficult. She's going to have to come up with another one. And the difficulty is she almost needs to hit right at where the side pocket is. So just before the side pocket, some right-hand spin on the cue ball. 4 ball locked underneath the 9 ball here at the bottom of the table. And you know, we got to give a huge shout out to the ladies. They have come from all over Canada, Newfoundland, Quebec, Ontario, Saskatchewan, BC, all over the place. Some really, really good participation here from the ladies. 51, I believe. 51 players for 10 ball. Let me just double check. Yeah, 51 for 10 ball. I believe there's a 58 or 56, somewhere in that neck of the woods for 9 ball. And then 60 players for 8 ball. Yeah, nice attempt at the separating safety. That is going to leak. And I believe Mel does have enough of the side pocket that she could make that into the side. Yeah, nice shot. Overhit that just a touch, but I understand why. right? Put a nice confident stroke on it. Typically when you hit that with top and it comes off the rail, that top spin tends to slow down the cue ball a little bit, which is why she did hit that with a little bit of pace. Difference is this is brand new cloth and brand new ball, so it's not really going to catch that top spin as much as you would normally think it would. And another, what a great shot. Things are warming up here at the hidden spot. And if last year was a testament to what we're in store for this year, I'll tell you what, get out the popcorn, because these ladies, once they shake the nerves and they get the arms moving and all greased up, man, can they play pool. We're in for a treat all week long. Mel looking really good here. These two ladies have gone blow for blow. This is Brandy's first lead. And Mel now having to play catch up a little bit. So these last few games, ultra important. That's typically where you want to start paying a little bit more attention to even routine shots. Give it the old be sure, as we say. Well, she's going to get real deep on this 10 ball. The adrenaline stroke. Yeah, this is tough. The back cut into the top left-hand corner. That does bring in that side pocket. I think I almost prefer the bank to the side. Look at this. Look at this. What a shot. Wow. Wow, 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 Mel. Showing us how it's done. What a shot. Really difficult shot, made to look rather routine. So, as of right now, I don't believe I have my YouTube chat on, so I'm going to try to get that done. I forgot to connect everything to the Wi-Fi, and just got to try to figure out how to do that now. On how I can get connected here to Wi-Fi on my tablet so I can bring that up. See if I can get my YouTube chat going. Look out, corner pocket. It is hungry. All right. I now have the YouTube up and running. So now both chats up and live. So if you are tuned in on YouTube, hopefully the volume's a little bit better. I do see the same comments as when we first started, and I only had the Facebook comments out. Hopefully it's much better now, but do let me know. Yeah, definitely not lucky. Mel's been around the game for 30 years, I believe. Let me just look. 20 years. She's no stranger to the game, that's for sure. And you're going to see that all weekend long, where these ladies, they know how to play. If last year in Montreal was any indication, if you tuned in on all for that, that'll give you an idea of what we're in store for this week. Going to be a fantastic week of pool. These ladies know how to put on a show. Not only do they know how to put on a show, they know how to play the game, most certainly. But the men need to take a page out of these ladies' books, man, because I'll tell you what, these ladies support the hell out of each other, and I'm going to tell you, the men need to take note. And she might get a little love here. She definitely did. However, it does bring Brandy to the table. Rail first. Won't be able to make, I don't think. I can't tell how much of the rail she's got to hit prior to the 4 ball, with the 8 kind of being in that vicinity. She was able to go rail first for the make. I didn't think she had enough. I thought she was going to get too much rail first. But again, I can be proven wrong. Might want to remove that rack off of there. Right, 5 to that side. It's going to roll over quite a bit of that rack to get there. Hits it well. 6 does pass the 10. She's in good here. What are their Fargos? Petra, I'm not 100% sure. I really spent a lot of time kind of getting to know each one of them. I've got some notes on every player so far that's in for 10 ball. That was more important. Anybody can look up their Fargo and figure that out, but I wanted to get a little bit more of personal information on these ladies, so that's kind of what I spent my time doing, not worrying about Fargo. So Brandy is playing out of Airdrie, Alberta. If you don't know where that is in comparison to Calgary, it's about 15 minutes north. Her home hall, or the hall that she plays out of, is Mojo Billiards, also in Airdrie. Plays with everything Predator, her playing cue, her break cue, and her jump cue. Been playing for 30 years. Wants to give a shout out to Mojo Billiards, of course. And she is a VNEA Gold International 8-ball champion, as well as a WCVNEA 8-ball champ. So also sponsored by Mojo. For Mel, who is currently at the table. So Melanie is out of Alexander, Alberta. Plays out of Sharks Pool Hall. Also plays with Predator. Predator playing cue, breaking cue. Been playing for 20 plus years. No stranger to the game. And it's good morning still here in Canada. We are sitting just after 11 o'clock on Tuesday morning. But I appreciate the tip of the hat, Carly. And I'll tell you what, Brandy looking really good here. So a couple of options for her on this 9 ball. She can just kind of touch, follow this through, play the 10 to the bottom left. She could also just draw off this side rail and out and play the 10 into that left side pocket. She goes forward with it. She is from downtown. Very difficult shot here. In the UK. Appreciate you tuning in. Across the pond. And I'll tell you, drains it. Shooting out of the pocket, off angle from that distance. Crazy good. Brandy on the hill. On the hill and with the break. I did say I was at LP. I apologize. It is not LP. It is hidden spot. And thank you, Chris. Appreciate you pointing that out. That's kind of a conditioned response out of me. That's just how she goes sometimes. But I appreciate you pointing it out. We are not at Leather Pocket. We are at the hidden spot in Calgary, Alberta. Beautiful room. I'll get some pictures of the room and everything it has to offer for you. I'll get that done at some point today. Get those pictures available so I can share those with you. So Mel with the push out. It does leave Brandy kind of hampered over top of the 8-ball. But really nothing to do here. Make the 1 almost auto shape on the 2. 2 to the 3. Nice little draw off that left side rail. Just about where the 6-ball is would be ideal. Yeah, she hit that really well. And again, nice little draw shot just on top of that 8-ball for the 4 into the top right-hand corner. It does bring in the question, though, 5-ball's difficult. 5-ball's going to be tough. And brackets, if you're looking for those, is on Digital Pool under 2025 Ladies Canadian Championship 10-ball. Thank you, Rob. Brandy is a 534 Fargo rate, and Melanie is a 506. I don't think there's really much of a choice here. Safety being the optimal goal. But again, difficult with the 9 being where it is, sitting just kind of on the top side of 5. Using the 10-ball, not sure that got there. I believe that does leave that window open, 5 into that right-hand side pocket for Mel. Looking to force this to a hill battle. And as difficult as it is to make the 5, you also have to remember shape the 6. Oh, nice shot. Does she get there on the 6? She might have a piece of it. Don't know if she can see enough for the make, though. She is definitely giving it the long stare. And you got to watch out for that top right-hand corner here, too. is going to get on the good side of that 9 ball. 9 acting as the eclipse to the 6. Wow. Do you see what Brandy's eyeing up? Off the rail, shave the 6 into the 7 for the combination. What a shot that would be. Second place prize, but not terrible, I can tell you. Shooting off the rail at that distance on this 6 ball, no easy task for anybody. And then shaping the 7. I don't know the 7 passes the 8 to that bottom right-hand corner. Oh, smooth. Super smooth stroke on that. Really well done. 7 might pass in between the window of the 9-10. And 7 to 8. She just got to touch draw this. She won't draw into the side, that's for sure, just because of the angle. Makes the 8. Does she hang the 7 for Brandy? I'll tell you what, if Brandy can see this 7 ball into that side pocket, she's got a really high percentage to close out the match. Just got to calm the nerves. Oh yeah, she's looking good. Nine ball and 10 to follow to close escrow on the opening match here for Brandy 2025 Canadian Women's Championships. Adrenaline might have got there a little bit, went a little high. Still doable, still makeable. Super smooth. Look out. Look out. Oh my God, can you stand it? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I believe the 10 gets spotted. Cue ball behind the head string. Wow. Oh no, it's ball in hand. Ball in hand anywhere. Brandy says, I just can't give it to you. You gotta shoot it. To go hill. Wow. Makes the difficult shot on the 10. Cue ball finds the side pocket. Well, we'll see. Brandy needs to just shake that off. Those are the kind of shots that can just take the soul right out of you. But if she can shake that off, bear down. It is Melanie at the table with the break. We are deadlocked 5 apiece. Yeah, indeed. And you know what? Given the way that this match went, it was kind of back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I think this is fitting. But I just hope for Brandy's sake that she can let that go, get that out of your mind. And now to follow up with this, now she's really got to keep it out of her head, right? Don't let it discourage you. These are the points that every single pool player has been in before, wondering why the pool gods are against us at this point, right? Two ball tough. It is just past the point on that side pocket. But just straight tops. Nothing else on that cue ball. Just straight top. Hopefully you don't catch... Wait. I was going to say hopefully you don't catch the horn, and I think that's why she caught it a little bit thick. I'm worried about catching that point and the cue ball kind of coming straight out into the center of the table. So Brandy with an opportunity here. Can't tell if the 5 passes that 8 ball to the bottom left-hand corner. You and me both, Buck. You and me both. So that tells me that 5 ball must pass the 8 ball. It's got really, really good position here. 6 ball will pass, I believe. The 10 ball to the bottom right. 7 goes past the 9. Everything's connected. Nice little follow through. Yeah, good stand up. Good stand up. Good check. Just caught a little bit of that 8 on the way through. Still makes the ball in really good position here. Right, maybe just a stun shot if she's straight in here. That way you eliminate the 8 ball from hampering your stroke and being in the way. Oh, she tried to pop it. Oh no. An opportunity for Mel now to take this down. Kathy, how are you? Been a minute. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, of course, Maddie, I can turn my volume up, no problem. If everybody else thinks it's a little bit low, hopefully this will make things a little bit better. I'll try to correct that out on my next shutdown. So as soon as this match is done, I'm going to go take a quick break, and then I'll come back and try to see if I can get the volume figured out a little bit better for you. If I turn it up any more, we've got those mics that we also have headsets with, and if I turn it up any more, I'm going to blow my own eardrums out. So I'll just turn the decibel reading back up a little bit. I wanted to turn it down so that as the day progresses and the music starts pumping, that wouldn't interfere with the stream, but I can't do that at the sake of my own eardrums. So back cut, is she playing the combo here? The 7-9 combo into that side pocket? No, just playing straight up safety. Locks the 9 onto the side rail, so not terrible. Brandy's going to come to the table potentially with a bank on the 7. It is a little bit tight, but these will shorten up on the diamond tables. So the bank is definitely there. Tries the combo. Might have been actually a purposely played safety. And if that's the case, that's a really, really smart shot. She gets the 9 ball off the rail. Locks up Melanie behind the 10 ball. Yeah, we don't go live quite often. Not anymore. And you know what? You guys are going to be the first one to hear. I've got 85 or 87 viewers here on Facebook and another 112 on YouTube. So this is my final event as a broadcaster, as a commentator. I've loved every minute of it, but it's time for me to hang up the mic and pass the torch. So if I do in the future decide, you know what, I'll jump in, say hi to everybody. That's all it'll be. But this event, this is it for me. This is my retirement from commentating. So believe me when I say I can't express enough to you the appreciation level that I've got for everybody that has tuned in over the years. And I just can't say thank you enough. Brandy looking good here. This is the part she needs to just forget about what happened in the last match. Roll it up. I don't think there's going to be any mistake this time. Brandy Johnson getting the job done, victorious over Melanie Arcand. Melanie will go to the B side. It is a double elimination tournament. Taking down our first broadcast for your 2025 Canadian Women's Championships. I am going to do a quick shutdown restart, and I'll be back with the next match locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll for you. Don't go far. I'll be back here in just a few moments. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll see you back here in a few.